Begin.
Hi guys. Welcome back to the Fallen Returns. So last week you guys managed to make it to Shalloon, where there was a little bit of shopping before heading off to see King Elishor and letting Arendir pay a brief visit with his mother. After touching base, you all set off in the morning to the small village where you found it has been mostly deserted as people have fled for stronger positions to hide in. But you found Dane, who was still in the tavern, and who you paid quite a lot of money to keep the tavern to yourselves for the evening. Where Talmar kicked down the door in the Talrenian way, because freaking Talrenians seem to be rubbing off on everybody lately. Uh, you guys discover what was going on in the Hollow, which was some really, really, really hinky shit. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, that's like solid 11 in the hinky scale. So, you guys said that, yeah, we should probably go stop that shit, because apparently they're pulling up the souls that have been sort of lost and locked into the Hollow for ages and sort of just tossing them into many phylacteries, which they may be using for bombs to blow up the monoliths that seal in Vianoth. So, that could be bad. Maybe. So you guys went, okay, none of that. And so you guys ran off to the Hollow, where you ran into a party of some really nasty undead and fiendish shit, which you guys fought. And there was something with a lot of arms. It was really kind of nasty. It was just like a not massive arms, and it's just like, who the fuck decided that was a good idea? Like, column A of there are no gods or the gods are a bunch of dickholes is that thing. After a fight, you guys are still in the Hollow, a little beaten, a little battered, a little worse for wear for some of you. But everyone currently is alive.
Hi. Welcome back, Chris.
And
Hi, Chris.
Popping into the Roll20 now.
So you guys, you find yourselves here in the Hollow on the sort of the outskirts. The Normandy is currently hovering over the ground at the moment. The professor and Talmar on the back of Bucky. Connor sort of standing in the midst of what seem to be leftover baddie corpses as you guys sort of huff and puff and take stock of what's happened.
I fought entirely on horseback. Amazing.
You did?
I'm gonna drink a
Indeed.
superior potion of healing.
Also, who's dead?
None of us, but Alex close to it.
Snicket, can I take a look at the... Because I was using that for my health.
Yeah, so was I.
Wait, what's going on?
Can I see how much health I have?
Yeah, on the icon.
Yeah, I wrote mine on my
That's what
sheet,
my health was.
just in case.
Oh shit, I'm nearly dead.
Alright, I'm half dead.
I'm doing okay.
I'm at
I will... Do you have potions, Tamar?
none on me, no. I think no, I just have one. I have a superior and a greater. But I'm thinking.
I was about to...
All you have to do
slap
is
you.
ask. My goodness, I have a million of them. Come here.
I'm gonna go ahead and down a greater healing potion.
Who needs potions?
Do you have a superior one in there?
No!
I've got one in the bag of holding.
I'll take
that.
I've got a shit ton of graters there.
I'll take the one out of the bag of holding.
God fucking damn it, okay.
Anyone else? Anybody want a grater? I've got, like, literally 7 of them.
Well, if you're just gonna hand them out, I'll take one.
Here.
I'm still pretty low. Thank you.
Where's my
Yes.
fourth D4, damn it!
Yes, he is.
I could just use lay on hands to heal the rat.
Save it for when it's dire, Talmar.
You're gonna need that.
I'm only up to 70s.
Okay.
Are we gonna
I'm
just
better.
rest here a moment?
Yes, I think we should take stock.
Is
I
there,
can't heal Rael, you guys.
No.
there's kind of like burned out buildings and like rubble and stuff left in the hollow, right? It's not just like
Oh yeah. Interestingly enough, the buildings are more intact the closer you get to the center of town. The outskirts seem to have crumbled a bit more. It's really weird. Most of these seem to be very much just walls. You do see what seems to be about a good 100 feet off is a building that's sort of mostly intact. One wall seems to be sort of busted away, but the other 3 walls and the roof are kind of there.
Is there any way that I could do a medicine check or something on Rael to see if I would know if a greater restoration would fix the non-healy thing?
Yeah, roll a medicine check. We'll see.
Can I assist him as well?
Yep, roll with advantage.
2 doctors in the party.
I didn't need your stinking advantage.
She's just gonna
Oh, then
stand
I'm
there.
gonna sabotage him
Turns out.
instead.
No, I'm just kidding. That's 22.
You go over and you see what you think to be is the offending wound that's caused the problem. And it seems that one of the nails from one of the hands just dug the fuck in. And it's sort of black around the wound. And the blood is sluggishly, almost thickly, just running down. You have doctored enough wounds in your time to know that wounds should not be doing that.
Well, especially not fresh ones.
No.
Do I know if a greater restoration might fix her?
You've never seen a wound like this before. You don't know if it might help or not. You would hope it would.
Well, I'm a hopeful man. I'm going to expend. Because if I use my prayer beads, I can only use the bless or greater restoration once per day, right?
I think that's how the prayer beads work, yeah.
Okay, it doesn't say on the thing, but that's kind of how I'm assuming. So I'm gonna expend the use of my prayer beads to cast greater restoration on Rael.
You doing anything else on top of it, or just
Are
that?
you gonna tell her what you're doing?
I'm going to bring out my prayer beads. I'm gonna say a prayer to pay. I'll tell you, I'm gonna try and cast something.
She's gonna go ahead and speak it along with you.
Okay, so yeah, and then I'm gonna say a prayer to Pelor and cast greater restoration on her.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. You thought the DM was ready? You thought wrong! The DM is never ready.
Hey man,
And then that's
sometimes you
what we
need a little
do.
intervention.
I mean, I do have that.
I
I'm
know.
trying to
Just
say
like
this
imagine
is
you
the
as an
thing.
actual medical doctor with like a bag, and you're like, yes, I see. Yes, after
Pray
all my
with me.
knowledge, I see that we should pray together because you look right fucked.
You joke, but I've heard that before.
Yes, that should work out. I would ask you
If the
motherfuckers if
doctor
you
ever
want
tells you
high or
that.
low, but I know you all by now, and I know better.
Except me.
Except the professor who's low. Because he's a low rider.
I get low, get low, get low.
No, you do not. Maybe you do.
With my apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur.
Dustin, you win.
Oh shit.
I didn't know this was turning into a. Oh shit. Kevin James movie.
Sorry, Snicker, go ahead.
Okay, so as you cast Greater Restoration using the prayer beads, the prayer bead that you use grows hot. burning hot, and you feel as you're casting almost a pair of feminine hands sort of grasp yours as you cast, and you hear a voice in your head, Corin. The everlasting dawn does not fail. Rael, as you are praying along with him, you feel the summer sun beat upon your back. And you hear a voice in your head, deep, reassuring. The light of the dawn will not be extinguished by this night, not this day. And as the magic works, you watch as the blackness in the wound starts to fade. The wound closes a little bit, but not too much. It is partially lifted. You can be healed, but only half of what you receive. You will need a full long rest in order to overcome completely what has been done.
That's something at least.
And that is probably going to leave a scar.
Story time. Trust me, she will have a story.
I
Go ahead.
would guide us over towards that
Was
house that doesn't look too. 3 of its walls.
Did everything just explode?
Yeah, it seems like everything
Yes.
just exploded.
Yeah.
Who
I
exploded?
got most of what Mike
was
said.
lost.
I got none of what
Yeah.
Mike said.
Yeah,
Which
he's
was-
guiding us over to that house that
Looking for a the
has
house.
the 3
yeah.
walls.
I got your back, Mike. Yay. It's Mike again. So,
Yeah, I said I guide us. Said short rest, maybe.
okay. So, you all start to head over there? Aaron Deer starts to lead you guys at any rate, going, come on.
Well, and we're still on the carpet.
Yep, except for, Connor, who is kind of puts his maul back and starts following you guys dutifully. He's keeping an eye out, sort of distrustful. At this point, Talmar, you watch whoop, as Blink wears off and as it comes back to the material plane.
Yeah, where'd you go?
It's a spell. It's called Blink. I go in between this plane and the ethereal plane.
That's not what I mean. You blinked after after a little bit, and never came back.
The spell is finicky, and sometimes there is a possibility of getting stuck. Listen, I've spent most of my life as a warlock. You must understand, some of this is a little bit new to me.
What do you mean by stuck? What do you mean by stuck, Professor?
One can be caught temporarily in the ethereal plane. It's fine. I could totally have gotten her. Spells, when you're a wizard, are tricky. It takes intense practice. Not like those highfalutin sorcerers who think they're all that. Don't get me started on them. Our school is the real skill. Anyway, it's fine. Talmar, I would have gotten her out.
I don't like this spell, though.
Oh, it seems pretty handy to me.
Until you get stuck, apparently.
You make one mistake.
And you never hear the end of it.
You know, I can help you in just tuning them out. I tune them out all the time.
You are a gem, Professor.
I will teach you that spell separately.
She kind of sighs in relief as she's still sitting side saddle on her broom, and you guys manage to get over. There's a fair amount of rubble on the ground as you guys sort of you all manage to float over it, except for Connor, who's just dutifully climbs over it, just mutters a little bit as you guys get in there. it seems if there were separate rooms, the walls have completely been just torn out. You see a single cot off in the corner. It's a mess of blankets and a pillow or two. There seems to be a couple bits of rubble that's been sort of stacked up into a makeshift desk. There seems to be a couple papers over there. You see what seems to be a wooden crate in another corner. And it's about maybe 4 feet long. Seems to be full of some things as you guys sort of come in here to get a little bit of reprieve from the horrifying looks outside. Because, oh look. So creepy.
As soon as we're in there, I'm gonna pop off the carpet and walk back to the door and point about 20 feet down, 30 feet down the way and cast alarm.
Okay, there is no door.
Okay, let entrance.
Yeah, the kind of missing wall, and you set up an alarm, so. Boop.
I'm going
towards
to.
the hollow. If anything's coming towards us from there, it'll set that off.
Okay.
I'm going to use Kegathan's ointment and put it on one use of it on Rael's the gross wound.
Okay.
So you heal 2d8 plus 2 HP, and it cures. Probably not that one because that.
All right, give me the total.
Oh, I can roll this. 8, 12, 14. So 7.
7.
You're welcome.
Hey, it helps.
It actually lessens the pain of it. And it's like this wonderful, cool feeling on the hot wound. It's like, ah.
I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding and hand 2 packets of getaway dust to Alex and say, if you sprinkle this in front of the door, the missing wall, in theory it'll cast protection from evil and good on the whole building, which we've had for fucking months and we've never used it.
I'm sorry, we've had what?
We have
Perfect.
getaway dust.
I'll do
You
that.
sprinkle it in a doorway, it casts protection from good and evil on a house. We've got 3 uses of it, but since this is a whole length of a wall, I think you'll need 2 packets.
Alright.
I prefer 2.
I'll pour that on the entrance.
That's fucking awesome. What better place to use that than in a place surrounded by evil?
Yes.
So
Yeah, now
an
is the
alarm
time.
that'll mentally ping, and then protection from good and evil on the building.
Couldn't hurt.
Solid.
And that looks like a camp, and I turn and look to where there's a desk and a crate and a cot.
Anyone mind if I
anyone
just
want
sit down?
There's a camp where? What?
In the room we're in, there's a cot and a makeshift desk and a crate set up. With a bunch
Maybe-
of papers on the desk.
Somebody
Well, I
was
would-
using it.
Like to investigate that.
Okay. Roll investigation.
I will roll investigation. Boop.
I'm just gonna. If we are gonna short rest here, yes. Then if so, I'm gonna
Yes.
just regain some dice.
Yeah.
So we can't roll dice and look at stuff, can we?
Not if you're short resting.
And I really need to roll dice,
I
guys.
can't take 10 minutes out of an hour to look at some papers. I'm just kidding, it's
No.
fine.
We could be here an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, short rests are usually 30 minutes.
I am gonna pull out my mandolin and just very gently, very, very gently play a song. So you guys get a D6 on top of that.
So you guys are resting, Professor. You managed to wander over. Are you looking at the crate or the makeshift desk room?
I am looking at the desk first.
Everybody gets an extra 2. That's rolling dice.
So you start to go over papers.
Well then,
You see what seems to be a map of the surrounding section of the hollow. It's sort of marked off where all the avenues are. also marks what buildings are safe or unsafe to be inside. You also get there's also, it seems to be, there's a bigger building about 250 feet to the south of where you're at now, and it has a strange marking on it. And there's no legend or key on here that tells you what it means, but it seems to be circled 3 times in red ink.
Interesting.
There seem to be also there's one where they've been seemingly playing tic-tac-toe with themselves.
Really? Wasted
And
ink.
sort of things. And another one seems to be, on the tic-tac-toe one it says, I am bored, I am bored, I am bored, I'm not getting paid enough, I'm not getting paid enough,
This
I'm
is
getting paid enough.
ridiculously a waste of ink.
Demorial, my boss isn't paying me enough, why did I decide this was an excellent idea? I could have stayed at the Arcana.
I gather up all the papers, do the little tap them on the desk thing, ugh, apparently even when you're evil, good help is hard to find. I fold them up and I put them in my bags.
Okay.
And then I look at the... Oh, wait, sorry.
You look at the crate?
Yes.
The last paper you see is essentially, it seems to be a drafted letter that's only half written. It seems to be written to someone named Laria, and it says, I'm sorry I can't be there for you and the baby. I'm in the middle of a job right now. As soon as it's done, I'll be heading back with more pay than we've ever seen before. Just hold on. And there seems to be a sort of splatter of ink of someone who was in the middle of writing but then stopped.
Okay.
As you put the papers away and go to the crate, it seems to be mostly rations. There's water, there's some lembas bread.
Oh, lembas bread!
There seems to be,
lambish bread.
Shut your mouth.
There seems to be some a sort of little tin of tea.
That goes in my... I say, I just open it and just give it a sniff.
This is surprisingly good stuff. You get the feeling that this was not standard issue, but maybe even something he brought from home. You also find a superior healing potion.
Oh, good. Well, I'm gonna give that to someone else, because I had 4 and I just drank 1.
Yeah, I only have 1.
I had Talmar the potion.
There is another potion in there. It is a potion of invisibility.
Oh. I'll just keep that one for now.
Okay.
I'll just be like, there's food in here, everyone could help themselves to rations. Anything else in the crate?
Boy, rations.
You find about 5 gold pieces littered at the bottom of it.
I will pocket that myself.
And you find a plain novel. It is sort of one of those sort of noir books that have started to come into vogue. Of, there is this detective solving crimes. It's really interesting.
Ooh, I might actually like keep that. I just had a thought for a noir version of The Professor.
Yes.
No, I'm like, oh, well, this might pass the time. I've never really heard of this genre before. I will keep that too. And I'll put 1 noir book. 1 noir.
And towards the very bottom, you manage to find a small crystal. You have seen this kind of crystal before. It is a message crystal.
Do I know how to activate it?
Yes, you have. I believe you have activated one before?
I think I have. I think I activated one from Demorial.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before we stole the
I'm
boat.
like, oh, everyone, gather round. I might have another clue. And I kind of go where everyone else has been resting, and I'm like,
As you turn on, what you see is not exactly what you were expecting. You see a tall figure in possibly pale white skin. What draws you are the eyes, which are concentric circles of black and white. Hair completely pitch black. And as this figure opens its mouth, what you see are a row of jagged, sharp teeth. And it speaks in Abyssal.
I do
And it
not
is
speak Abyssal.
I do.
Me too.
Me also.
But I can.
You've guys heard Abyssal enough
Yeah.
that those of you who don't speak it, you pick up a word every now and then by this point.
We've been dealing with it long enough.
You've been dealing with it for long enough, you started to pick up the language. It's essentially the orders telling you will sit on the edge, you will keep an eye out, keep those things on a leash. And if anyone comes by, you are to deal with them. We will not have this destroyed before it is done. Do your job, you will be rewarded as such. Do not fail me. Do not fail her. You will not like it if you fail. It stops and immediately starts again.
Right. Alright. I take that and I put it in my pocket. Well, I think we have enough pieces here. I take out the piece of paper that had the red circles around it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think this is important. I hand it to Arendir, since he knows.
I kind of do that, turn it upside down thing.
You know your way around. I think this is something.
Figure out where it is in relation to us, if I can.
It is about 250 feet to the south of you. No, about 250, 300 feet south of you. There are walls sort of obscuring your view from where you're at, but it is going closer towards the center of the hollow, but still not close to the heart of it.
Yeah, I mentioned it's in the direction of towards the center of the city, but it's not the heart of the city. It's just over there. I don't know what this could be. It must be where they're set up, what this person was meant to guard, look out for. Whoever this was. And hand it back to the professor.
Yes. Well, what
So
do
everyone-
you... Go ahead, Ander.
Oh, I was just going to ask if everyone is rested up. We should get moving. I'd like to spend as little time in here as possible.
I agree with Arendir. How is everyone feeling?
I'm more healed up, but I'm still feel an ache in my bone.
Did everyone add 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I say that because I have 1 level.
Oh yes, well, I wish I could help us out with that, but I did not prepare a spell. Oh, what happened? Oh,
I have a level of exhaustion, I say in not game terms.
Also me.
Arendir and Corin, you look literally exhausted. Are you all right?
Connor has one too, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
I think he's got 2 because he raged.
I think he has 2. Well, he
has
didn't.
2.
Yeah,
Frenzy Rage.
he didn't frenzy rage.
Oh,
Because I remember he said he didn't want to yet.
right, yeah. Okay, I do remember that, you're right. That battle took a lot out of us, whatever that hands thing was.
I'm all right though. I think I can keep moving.
Hopefully there's not more of those hand things.
Yeah, fuck that.
That thing
We've
was
got
fucked.
Pounding headache also, but I'll manage. Because my wisdom is -2.
Oh, shite. I forgot about that. I can cast Greater Restoration on you, too, if you want.
No, we'll wait. Because how would you
A
know?
lot of spell slot.
Yeah, how would I? It's a lot easier to see a festering wound than an injured wisdom.
Wow, my head hurts, and I don't know why. Oh well.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
I feel kind of dumber.
That thing got a
Wait,
good
but how do I
whack
know I
on
feel
me.
dumb?
All
My
right.
impulse control doesn't feel so good.
I mean, it's still
Exactly.
like. I'll still mostly be okay.
My perception isn't what it usually is.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Well, what do you think?
Let's keep going.
I turn to Adlin and ask if she has any idea where they might be. I mean, we got this map, that building about 300 feet that way, to the south. That's our best bet, but I don't know. Do you, the professor, feel any particularly strong magical pulls in any way? I don't know how that stuff works.
Well, I mean, I suppose we could try that, but also I might deduct that, this base of operations and reporting, he must have been watching something. It's logically not that far from here. We could check that out, but, I mean, we could feel for magic too, but this whole place is just...
Saturated.
Don't hurt yourself.
Aslan points to the map. It doesn't go all the way to the center of town. It's only for this section of the hollow, which means that this is the she points to the marked spot, but this is probably where they needed to keep an eye out on. I think we should probably head there first. It's not the center of town, which is where I would assume the heart of this is at. It may give us a clue as to what's fully going on, but I'm alright with the professor and I trying to suss out if there's any magic around.
Yes, should we do the magic wizard dance? I've seen it in a drawings. It was some sort of about balls and dragons. I don't remember what it was.
Well done.
If I bend this way, and then you bend the similar way, but we touch our fingers together, it acts as a conduit for the arcana. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think this potion is a little old. It might have turned.
Well, I was going to say I can help, but if it's only a 2-person job, go for it.
We know wizards and all. She needs to be fully inducted into the life of wizarding, the wizarding world of the professor.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, I live that all the time, the wizarding world of the professor.
I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Sorry, this is not the professor's normal personality.
I love it.
I like it though. As long as you don't start calling us muggles, you're fine.
You guys can.
Are you going to start tickling Mariah then?
You guys have not
Sorry.
seen Mariah at.
She is in the bag. Oh, I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be
Currently-
working on that magic bag for her still, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah, you can get there. She's been essentially hiding in the pack, and she has not come out once. Has not uttered a word.
Every once in a while, I just kind of stick my finger through like the hole, and I just like scritch, let her know, make sure she's okay.
You feel 2 little dragon paws sort of wrap around your finger, and she gives it a little kiss.
Oh, I wish you really existed, Mariah.
So you guys can roll Arcana to see if you sense the feeling of magic in the air.
Roll Arcana, you say?
Yes, please.
Well, that's going to be high. $27.
Okay. To the extent you, Rael and Alex, you do feel like there is magic in the air. There's just this overriding feel of just really dark magic. Professor and Aslan also feel it. You guys, Professor Alice and Rael, you guys feel it. It is pulling. There is a stronger source closer by. It is to the south, which sort of aligns with the marking on the map that whatever that is circled, there is some magic going on in there.
Yes. Confirm. To the circled place.
Okay, so that way.
All right. Let's get over there then.
Yes.
Everybody be careful, please.
I think we better head. I've always wanted to use that phrase.
Do we want to try and do this sneaky? AKA, do we want to stealth?
Do you trust Bucky to stealth?
I don't know how much walking we should be. No. Why did everyone go quiet?
Me to
No,
stealth
yes.
either.
Most likely.
I'm gonna punch Discord in the face.
Yeah,
you
Discord
guys
is being
all-
a bitch tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's not even that I don't trust Bucky to stealth. I don't trust me to stealth. Really.
I mean, I've got that's the trace. Sorry.
Affect horses.
If you want
I
to
have
use
exhaustion.
Thanks,
What else?
It's really
Dan.
meta with this.
What else am I going to use that second level? Oh, I could cast silence on us.
Those both are the same
I
thing,
don't think
basically.
that moves, though. I think it just
No,
stays in a
you're
one
right.
section.
Oh, it's on a point. It's not on a thing.
Yeah.
I think you do it on both. Either.
Either way,
I don't
you
remember.
cast pass.
I'm toads down for some sneaking.
And the problem with that is that if we do get in trouble, then I can't cast magic. Or a lot of it.
Oh,
I lost everybody.
I can't hear it. Okay,
Okay.
there it
we go.
goes.
Now it's back.
Yeah,
God damn it.
it keeps dropping in and out.
I lost about half of that mic because we could see you talking, but we weren't getting any.
Alright, I'm rolling stealth.
Rolling.
Go, Bucky, go! You're a good stealth horse.
Holy shit!
Damn, Professor!
That's a 32 then.
Aren't you riding the horse with
I am as stealthy as Aaron fucking Deer. Oh well, 10 less.
So Bucky got a 21. Nice. If Pass Without a Trace will actually hit Bucky.
I rolled
That's
a
against his way.
9, 12, 22.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's just it's everything in a radius. Like
Well, then you guys can't go very high in the air.
each creature within 30 feet of you.
So you guys can't get more than 30 feet up.
Well, it's not. It's a one-time cast. You don't have to stay within range.
Wow, really?
Really.
Okay, cool.
It's who's in range of you when you cast it.
Ah, okay. And then it's a concentration as well.
I don't
Yeah,
think
to
so.
maintain it. Yeah, it is concentration.
Is it concentration?
Yeah.
Oh. So I never have any characters that actually ever use it.
And
Well, my ranger
just-
probably will once she gets that high.
Just so you are aware, Snicket, the non-detection spell that I cast on Azzy last week, that prevents her from being targeted by divination and scrying, is 8 hours and is not concentration. So she still has that if it makes a difference.
Actually, I'm not actually correct. It depends on the wording. It depends on the DM.
So, what did I miss?
Pass Without a Trace. It's not necessarily who's around you when you cast it. It's... I mean, it would be DM discretion. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. So, someone magically comes into orb.
I keep missing half of everything that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Discord too.
Yeah,
Same.
Discord is just... I've not seen it ever be this volatile.
It's so bad tonight.
I'm gonna restart.
It didn't help. I literally just closed Discord and opened it back up again, and I'm still having issues.
What if this might be crazy? But what if we?
Yeah.
You actually want to use Roll20?
I mean, like,
We can try.
if it's worse, then we can.
It's true.
I mean,
it's gonna be worse.
It's gonna be.
well,
me.
because I keep having people dropping in and out of Roll20.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, that's fine. I keep missing like half of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I could see us doing is going to Skype.
God, I don't even know if I have Skype on this laptop anymore. I never use it.
I think I deleted Skype.
I think
Yes.
I did too.
Well, I mean, if it's still doing this, we'll try. We can try Roll20. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
we tried Roll20 on Sunday and that worked fairly well.
Yeah. We can give it a shot.
Yeah,
And if
I
it's
just-
worse, we'll pop back.
I don't have the internet to do that, so if we do that, I'm gonna have to drop probably.
Yeah. So, okay. So you guys were stealthing.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Everybody roll perception checks for me. Well.
Bugger. Get
Better.
down from there, please. Get down.
Chris, that die is heavy as fuck.
It's a big ass metal die.
I figured as much. I heard dunk.
That also
Dunk.
might be me.
Oh my god, you guys. Alright.
Hang on, let me go into
Is-
the backyard and roll my giant D20.
Oh, of course. Of course. The one time I roll it just for purposes and it rolls a natural 20. You fucker.
Okay.
No, that's a different spell.
I was just gonna type that.
You guys.
No, not bless, not section.
Smart ass.
Remember your D4s, motherfuckers.
I adore you guys. And the internet cut out for Morgan. Okay, well,
I'm in Discord still because I'm using my phone data, but I can't see anything on Roll20. So.
okay. Can you roll perception for me, my dear?
I did 17.
Thank you, dear. So you guys go to Sneaky Sneaks, which you guys rolled really, really well
Yes,
for
we did for once.
once. You guys are stealthing as fuck. I'm just gonna say Connor makes it because I can't give a shit at the moment.
We'll just leave Connor here at this building and just come back from there.
Connor
Like,
just
whatever.
sits in the corner like,
You
Wow,
think about
dear.
what you did sometime in your life. Will be bad.
He starts
Okay.
penning the magnum opus of Telrenian Steel. It's the new series of novels.
I swear to fuck, I thought you said petting, not penning.
Oh, I definitely heard petting too.
Oh, no, well,
No,
that would be-
I definitely
Petting
heard petting
Telrenian Steel is a
as
little
well.
different.
As
that's
the door
Lucia?
in front of her exploded into shards, the glistening sweat from his muscly thighs gleamed. Something,
Yep.
something kicking in.
I will
Do
have
tell.
to tell Charles that. So you guys managed to get to the building. It's as you move forward, you're seeing more and more of the sort of intact buildings. Most of them lack roofs. Sometimes there's a wall or two missing. This one, as you start to walk upon it, come up upon it, you see it is almost completely intact. All four walls, the roof, and there are where the windows are, you see that it has been boarded up and as you sort of take a look around, you'll see it only has a single door.
Well, I must be hanging around you all too much because my first thought was, oh, that looks defensible.
It's just one door.
I don't like this.
I don't like.
No.
I'm sorry, Sneaker. Could you repeat what the perception check revealed?
I will also, Dustin, you sound a little bit soft to me again.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because it moved back again.
Ugh.
I was looking at it.
So what you find is a completely intact building. The windows are boarded and barred, and there is only a single door. It is heavy and wooden and has no sort of inner windows. It's just completely a solid
Ooh,
oak door.
I also don't like. Oh, I fucking wish I had clairvoyant. I never
This-
prepared that though.
Looks like the place.
I never have to look into buildings. That would have been a great spell. What's it called?
So wait, you said there were windows on the doors, right?
No, there are no windows on.
No.
The windows on the doors. There's one window on the other three walls, and they are boarded and barred.
Try to pull the boards off.
I don't know, man. I don't want to like.
We don't want to.
If there's stuff in there, yeah.
Wouldn't touch it yet.
I look to everyone and I say, guys, we're flying. Let's go look at the roof.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Maybe you're
Right.
flying.
Well, we can get you up there if we can drop someone off on the roof.
We're just gonna leave Bucky here.
You can teleport him away, or whatever you do to him.
Semantics.
I will fly up with everybody on the carpet. Most people on the carpet to the roof.
As you fly up to the roof, you notice it is completely blank save what seems to be a small wooden hatch. This does not look nearly as heavy as the front door.
I'm gonna use my earring to tell the professor and Talmar that there's a hatch, and ask if they want us to come and get them.
Yes, please. I guess Bucky will have to watch the horses.
I think
We
you're
did-
muted, Dustin, if you're talking.
No, he's not muted.
Oh,
It's just
you're
super quiet.
way down.
I just fixed it.
You did. And yet.
Well, no, it says
Um,
I'm loud.
I'm gonna drop off. Do we want to drop off everybody up top of the roof? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll hop off with
Yeah.
Alex and Rayo, right?
Yeah, it was the four of us.
Am I really that quiet?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
you're not even.
Yeah.
What about now?
So you drop everybody off and you go down to pick up Connor, the professor, and Talmar.
Yes.
Bucky tells you, Talmar, it is, leave me here. Please leave me here. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go up there. I'll be fine.
All right. Yeah, you can run off actually, and I'll teleport back.
Oh, fuck yes.
Now?
Wild and free as the wind.
Does he sing that as he rides?
Yes, as he sort of gallops away, you watch as you swear to God, rainbows sort of burst up from his clothes as he sort of glides through the air, just shaking his mane.
Tamar, you didn't tell me your horse was Starlight.
You got the reference!
Oh, of course I did.
I love you, Chili.
I don't know who that is.
Chris is confused.
Must be a gnomish thing.
Tell you a story. Another time.
Do I still sound shitty?
You
No,
sound so
Nope.
much
Sound
better.
good.
I don't know what
You
that
never
was.
said it.
Because nothing,
Yeah, you sound fine now.
nothing was changed. I don't understand. Okay.
It's this great story, Tamar, about a little girl who brings light and color to the world. Not unlike us sometimes.
Ah.
With less access.
You
Sounds
could
interesting.
bring the color red into the world.
Yes.
Uh,
She's got the most wonderful belt.
she
Anyway.
does. You guys managed to. Everyone is now on the roof, and you see what seems to be a little hatch. It has what seems to be a wrought iron handle on it as well. and it seems to be big enough for a person to go down through the hatch.
I pat Aaron Deer on the back. You want to take a peek, buddy?
Yeah, man,
Sure.
I can open the door for you, but I think you'll fit the best down there.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Aaron Deer for dexterity.
Thanks, bud.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I think it's just whatever check I make, right?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
D4. Yeah, I think it's just a 1 though.
No, it's a concentration spell.
Once before the spell ends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so the
lame.
first one I make,
Yeah.
first roll. I
That's
make.
fine. That's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
guidance and resistance are once. Bless is every time.
Yeah.
Well, then it
So-
shouldn't be concentration. That's stupid.
Well, because it will
Sorry.
take a while till it
It
happens.
only lasts for a minute, I think, is
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to quietly open the hatch, take a peek in, and then if it
Okay.
looks clear.
Roll stealth and then roll perception.
All right, so that stealth roll, so dumb, is a 30,
Hell yeah.
and perception, because I actually have disadvantage on that, is a 13 for perception.
Ouch.
You manage to grab the wrought iron handle, and you pull in a slow, smooth motion, and you open it up, and you stick your head kind of down a little bit to see, and you don't see much. It is really dark down there, and what you see is it seems to be a little ladder that goes down, but all you see from the top view are bookcases, and they seem to be full of what look to be crates. You don't hear or
And that was all I heard.
I didn't hear anything you just said.
God fucking damn it. Okay, I heard from you was I look down and I see bookcases and crates, and I don't hear, and then you cut off. So I assume I don't hear or see anything.
You don't hear or see anything else,
Okay.
no.
So then I will say, I'll be right back, and then descend the ladder.
Okay, continuing. Managed to get to the bottom. Perception for me again.
Yeah, this disadvantage is savage. Embroidered
see-
on leather.
Whoa.
All you see are bookcases upon bookcases. And you swear you hear movement, but it seems to be the sound of metal against stone.
Okay, do I see any... Does that sound close? Does the movement sound in the room I'm in, or do I hear it like down a hallway or out through a door or something?
So far as you can see, this is a singular room inside this building. There doesn't seem to be any other rooms. It seems to be coming from ahead and to the right of you, maybe about 15 feet away. But it seems to be obscured by a bookcase.
All right, I would like to draw... Man, I guess the Bone Whip sword? Is that the Bone Sword?
Okay.
And see if I could stealth closer to it. towards that direct, towards where I heard the sound from. See if I can figure out what it is.
Roll stealth again.
Can I, after like not hearing from Aaron Deere, do like a check in, like, hey, how's it going? God, motherfucking dick
Okay,
balls.
wait. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I heard Chris say that he wants to ask. Cord wants to check in on Aaron Deere.
Yes, I did. I'm gonna do a little this action with my ear balls.
Gross.
I don't know, man. I'm tired.
Aaron Deere definitely wouldn't respond if he thought he was about to sneak up on something.
So,
If I have to say, we know that I have to speak out loud, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to speak out loud? I thought it was all mental. Okay.
Yeah, Aaron Deere
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't respond yet.
So Corin, you don't get a response.
We really
I-
need to work out like a symbol of tap, like a system of tapping or something.
Morse code.
Yeah.
I'd forget it.
So, Aaron Deere, you start to slowly sneak forward. And you go through what seems to be this sort of maze of shelves with crates until you get to what seems to be an open area where you see what seems to be a stack of crates. Actually, roll perception for me.
Why would you do this?
Man, your rolls are liking to double up tonight.
Just nothing but 16.
So, you see in front of you a stack of empty crates. You see what seem to be sort of open crates with what look to be softly glowing blue crystals. And you see what seems to be a desk. And there's someone sitting hunched over the desk. And the movement of what you can hear is chains upon the stone floor, as this individual is chained to the floor as they're picking up crystals and putting them into crate.
I guess that's a no.
Didn't hear anything you said.
Oh my god, this is so bad tonight.
Should we try roll 20, or we're just gonna soldier on?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Good.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so I said the first thing I'll
Wow.
ask is, can anyone hear me? And no one responded.
Wow. God
Thanks, Discord.
damn it,
Um,
Discord.
so is it are the crystals? I'm just not gonna push to talk, I guess. Are the crystals big, or does it look like this? Do they look like the giant crystals we saw in front of the Hellmouth, or are they small? I guess that's what I'm asking. God damn it!
I
You
heard
guys hear me?
everything you said.
Oh, okay.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah.
Now I can.
Now
hear
we
you.
can.
Okay. They
Well, I
are
heard
the-
what she said. Shit.
Hush. They are the exact same ones as were anchored to the Hellmouth. Exactly the same.
Okay.
The crystals?
Yes.
Okay. Not that I know.
Can you hear me? I'm gonna start everything this way now.
I can hear you. No. That was the worst.
Or did they look?
You literally
Cut out the middle of
out
that shit.
when we started talking.
we should try something different. This is not
let's
conducive.
fuck it. Roll 20.
This is just ridiculous. This is a farce.
I'm gonna mute myself in Discord and see if roll 20 works.
hear Morgan.
Can anybody hear me?
I hear
Roll 20.
Kyle.
Oh,
I
hi.
can hear everybody.
Only,
for a
I
second.
think I got almost everybody. I don't have Chris.
Talking.
talking.
Chris is talking.
This is Mike talking.
I can hear
Hear
Chris. I can hear you.
Chris is
Can
talking.
anybody
now.
hear me?
Mm-hmm.
La, 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 la.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
This is the
Oh,
worst.
whoops. Ha. You know, might help is turning on video and voice.
Oh, yeah, make sure your video and voice is on. Oh, wait, no. Oh, everything just froze. Oh, okay.
Ooh, I can hear somebody now.
La la la.
I hear Chris and I hear Dustin and I hear myself.
Yes. You gotta mute yourself somewhere.
Fuck, how do I do that?
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I think we don't have Mike though.
What the shit?
This is no fucking bueno. I can't hear Morgan if she's talking.
Yeah, because I think.
I don't think this is any better, to be honest.
I don't think so either.
Well, once we get everybody in, maybe. I don't know.
I think Morgan said that she can't. Like, her internet won't handle it.
Well, I could just hear her.
I couldn't hear her.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Everybody hear me? No.
Nope. Only
Nope.
through Snicket's camera. Or microphone.
How about now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, am I echoing for you guys?
No, not that.
No.
Okay, good. Okay, we're good.
Other than Morgan.
Yeah.
Okay. So my question was, does the person chained to the floor loading the crystals look humanoid or human, like, or do they look demonic?
From what you can see, they look humanoid.
Or no?
I lost Mike.
Yep, I lost Mike too.
Yeah.
I didn't shit.
I don't think Roll20 is going to work any better than Discord.
I think it's just the same.
What the shit?
Hmm.
No.
Eh.
Internet. No.
I mean, once I refreshed, I saw Mike, but
Yeah, I never lost Mike actually. I don't know.
I've lost
don't
him
see him.
completely.
Well, I don't really work for Verizon anymore, so you can, I can write a couple of strongly worded letters to their VPs.
Oh shit, I can hear you through Roll20. Oh, no.
Why can I double hear you again?
Oh, you sound so weird on the internet. Alright. Hey!
All right.
What do you mean sound?
Doesn't sound like he sounds. He sounds so much different in real life, which I know is his actual thing. It's just,
Ooh.
I did my time, alright? We did Skype for 5 years. I'm done with that shit.
You do sound different on Discord. I mean, on Mike.
See? I'm not the only one. Anyway, so, yeah, from what you can see, they're wearing dark robes and they are hunched over the desk.
Save him. Do it.
reckless abandon.
I'm gonna try to reconnect, see if I can get Mike.
Yeah, I had to do it too to get Mike.
He's obviously not there willingly if he's chained to the desk.
Well, I'm afraid
Oh,
of
yeah.
like a chain demon is what.
Oh man.
I don't think those exist.
Chain Devil, yeah.
Chain devil, yeah, you know what I meant. Yeah.
I do.
Right. We've had to fight those before.
I think we have. Which I don't know if that's metagaming. If we haven't,
I've
that's
used.
definitely metagaming.
Don't kink shame the demons.
But kink shaming is my kink.
Oh no.
Oh, Morgan.
Yeah, this is some bullshit.
Oh.
Play via live tweets. The game would take so long.
Oh my
We're
god.
Snicket start a tweet thread and we'll just play in there.
You know what? Let's all just jump on the forums. I'll make a forum post.
Play my post.
Well, it's like old school text games, you know?
Exactly.
Okay, so what you doing, Mike? What you doing,
Oh,
Arandir?
I don't know.
Oh, hi, Morgan.
Hi.
Morgan's here, yay!
I don't see Morgan.
Well, you won't see her, you'll just hear her.
No, I'm just on audio only.
Oh no, you need that out.
There you are, darling.
I am going to... He seems to be preoccupied by the, his task, I assume.
He has made no motion of hearing
Yeah.
you.
I guess that's what I mean, yeah. Alright. Oh man, I'm going to sneak up behind him and put my hand over his mouth and my blade to his throat.
Okay.
And say, make a sound and you die.
Oh, I just got rock hard.
From the roof, I hear Corin's boner hit his armor.
I work with children.
Let's see how awful this goes.
You immediately put a hand to a mouth and a dagger in the throat, and you feel the person below you go stiff, and you watch as a head turns up and looks at you. Roll an intelligence check with advantage.
So do I have just a straight roll? Because I have disadvantage because of exhaustion.
Yes, straight roll.
Oh, yes, it worked! Intelligence 21.
As you look down upon this person, their hands currently clutching a gem, they are unmoving. It takes you a second or two before you get a feeling this face is familiar, and then it comes into focus. This boy was the boy you questioned at the Arcana. This was Sorrel's apprentice.
Dun dun dun.
Whoa!
And as you hold the blade to his throat, you watch his tears well up in his eyes and spill over his cheeks. Dark circles under his eyes, his skin almost a sort of ashen gray. And he doesn't move, and he doesn't say a word.
Oh, man. I slit his throat anyway. No, I'm kidding.
Dick.
All those notes are in the other notebook. I'll never find them.
I don't have his name, I was just
I don't
looking.
remember his name, yeah. I don't remember anything about what we did to him.
Arya, for the love of God, will you just lay down in one spot, please?
Professor talked to him a bunch.
You talked to him about Sorrel, about what was going on. He told you he was absolutely terrified to say anything but what Sorrel might do to him. But he told you that it was heavily implicated that Sorrel might have had a hand in the demise of the former Ward Master. And that he was extremely lucky that he got this chance to be Sorrel's apprentice. He didn't think he was going to be apprenticed to any of the Archmages.
I'll pull my hood down and nod if you remember me.
He nods, slowly.
Alright. I say to him that we're going to get you out of here. Just need you to be quiet. Understand?
He nods again.
Nod if you... Okay, good, yeah. I slowly take my hand off his mouth. And then say into the earring that quietly come down the ladder. It's the library of sorts.
I'm the first one on the ladder. He says library. I'm down.
Well, and then I realized that it's just bookcases with stuff on them. It's not actually books. I said that already, so whatever.
I'm instantly disappointed.
To action.
Yeah, I follow the professor.
I'll follow Torin.
No offense, but can I sandwich myself between you two?
Sure.
Thank you.
As you guys manage to get down the ladder, and you are greeted with bookshelves full of seemingly nondescript brown cases. And as you sort of follow
Any books here?
the pathway, you see Arendir standing to what seems to be a teenage boy chained to the ground, sitting at a desk. He looks absolutely terrified, tears just running down his face, and he's already starting to shake.
Does my intelligence high enough that I recognize him instantly?
You know what? Don't you have feet for that?
I have some feat somewhere. I don't know what all the feats that I have.
Observant?
I do have observant, yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, I would say, especially now, Professor, I believe you were one of the people to talk to him, so yeah.
Cyril's apprentice?
He just looks at Arendir, and then just slowly nods without saying a word.
Yeah, when he looks at me, I nod like that it's okay for him to...
What is he doing here? Have you asked him any questions yet?
I motion to the chains on the desk. That he's chained to the floor.
Oh.
So all must be using him.
Boo, Corin. Boo.
I got DM inspiration, so y'all could suck it.
That's okay. I got DM inspiration for a bunch of stuff.
So do I.
Hey, listen, let's not remark about how easy I am, okay?
Yeah,
We just know how to get the right buttons. We just know how to work it out of you. Okay.
It feels like Saturday night instead of Wednesday night.
And then I motion to the crate that's open with the gems from the Hellmouth.
This is what they're doing with the souls from here.
Can I go and touch one of the gems? The crystals?
Yeah, you can go up to the crystals.
I'm gonna pick one up.
You pick one up. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
Why are you touching shit, Talmar?
I had a bad experience with those. It's a wisdom throw, I'm fine.
You
So confident.
You feel as if there are hands reaching out to grab you the second you're touching it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is this sort of vicious tug, but you manage to resist it. And you get the feeling that there is a living entity inside of this thing. Not so much of a body, but of a soul. And you're getting feelings of anger, intense, deep anger, of grief so profound it is wordless. You are getting what feels like there's screaming on the other side. And you can almost see in your head an elvish woman just screaming, eyes streaming with tears as she's just tearing at herself, maddened with grief and in pain. And there's a wild look in her eyes as she's sort of just trying to find something and not finding it.
Is it possible for me to unweave this crystal like the one in the hollow? Not the one in the hollow, the one at Az's house?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Shit.
Ooh.
This will go fine.
Oh, yeah.
Arcana, save me!
What the fuck?
Damn.
This fucking Roll20 fucking knows what you're doing, I swear to Christ. You get the feeling that this is not like the crystals that you saw back in Frostfire. That there is not some weaving on here that would be easily undone. You're not trained enough to know, but you just looking at it, feeling it, it feels different. You swear to God, you almost hear a gruff, deep voice in your head saying, motherfucker, don't do it. I don't want to have to scrape you the fuck off with this ethereal plane for this dumbass shit.
Go back to your raid,
fucking
Bahamut.
raid again.
Damn it.
Okay, so without actually like having the professor or Rael touch it, I'm gonna tell them exactly what I felt from it.
Yes, we
and ask
should
them if
put it down first of all.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I guess I'll put it on the shelf.
You put it down.
I mean, that's people, Tama. You don't want to break one.
We also
Well,
don't
maybe I
want to
do.
get
Maybe I'll see it.
We don't want to
I'll
get
put it
you
down.
sucked into one either.
No.
We can't afford to make dumb mistakes this far in the game.
I'm going to move in front of the kid. I actually wasn't here for this, for when they were interrogating him or whatever. But I'm going to just look him in the face, and I'm going to say, "Why'd they leave you here alone?" And answer quietly and quickly.
He looks absolutely fucking terrified. Corin, you've seen terrified children before. This young man seems to be no more than maybe 17, but the look in his eyes, he is a small lost child. He goes, "They left me here. They left me here to see to putting the crystals in the cases so they can be shipped out. I don't want to. They didn't give me a choice."
How many cases have you done like this? How many
Hello.
buildings have you filled?
Just this one. They don't make them here. They make them in the center. They bring them out here.
How many have been made so far?
I don't know. He just sort of looks to all the shelves. All of these, the only ones. I don't know how many. I don't count. I just want to go home. Please, I just want to go home.
Do you have any other questions that you guys can think of?
Do you know where your master is? Cyril.
He not here. He availed me to Lord Valara. Said I was to do anything he told me to.
Lord Valara is here.
I've not seen him. I haven't seen anybody. It was this horrifying looking demon thing grabbed me by the scruff and dragged me in here. He chained me to the floor, told me if I said a word he'd kill me. Please.
And he's the one that's harvesting in the center.
Yes, Lord Valara was the one to start the ritual. It was horrible. I've never seen anything like it before.
What were they
How
doing?
many days? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's been a week. 2. They had to do some preparatory work down here. A whole lot of people. They just dragged them in here.
Live people too.
Yes, they were. And then they made them into sentries, sent them out to patrol to make sure no one would come in.
Can you describe what they turned them into?
I think we know, Rael.
Some of them, they got infested with worms or something.
Yes.
Yeah, we met some of those.
Last time I saw Lord Valar was about when I was dragged in here about 3 days ago, 4 days ago.
Talmar,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you for a favor that might seem odd.
Okay.
First of all, I have a question. How long can Bucky go as far away from you as he wants?
He absolutely can. However, I can no longer talk to him telepathically once he gets a mile away. A mile? Hold on, let me double check that.
It only lasts for a mile.
Yeah, a mile. So I imagine he shouldn't be that far away. He's not running that fast.
Okay, that's the first part. I look at the kid, I get right down into his face. And... Child. Are you lying to me about anything?
I promise I'm not.
Do you want out of here?
Yes, please, I'll do anything you ask me to.
Can I try and see if he's kind of telling the truth, or...
You get... From Detect Thoughts, you get a feeling, that he is telling the truth. There is an underlying chant going through his head. I want my mom, I want my mom, I want my mom, I want my mom, I want to go home, I want to go home, I'm sorry.
Talmar?
Yes.
I want to request something of you.
Go ahead.
I want to put this boy on Bucky, and I want him to take him straight to Fioriel's lair.
Okay. We can absolutely do that. I'm going to try to reach out to Bucky, see if he's still in range. If not, I guess I'll...
You reach out to Bucky and you go, Bucky, and you hear, always I want to be. And then you hear, yes.
Bucky, I need you right now. I need you to go, and I need to take someone in need to Fioriel. Do you remember where Fioriel's lair was?
Yes, I know where Lady Silver Dragon is.
I need you to come back to the building. I'm going to take somebody to you. I need you to take them there safely, okay?
Alright. I'm heading back now. Full gallop.
I look at the boy again. We are going to get you out of here and take you to someone who could help you get to your mother. This person is very powerful. Do you remember Fioriel?
He nods emphatically. She's a very nice lady. Was always really kind to all of us.
Yes, we are getting you out of here, and then we are going to deal with whatever did this to you. And I'm going to find your master and have a few choice words for him.
I would suggest putting a dagger through his heart.
Among other things.
Not until I get what I want out of him.
He's not the same. Not anymore.
None of them are. You are lucky that you will remain yourself. They haven't touched you or anything, have they? Have they... The worm creatures?
No, they wouldn't. They need me. They need me whole. They need me sane. They need me untouched so I can handle these.
Can you handle these without being affected?
He shows you his hands, which you see have these leather gloves with sigils and runes and markings all over them.
Can I have those?
He immediately takes them off. And as you see him take them off, you notice his wrists where the iron chains are sort of, the manacles are there. There is dried blood and torn flesh
I've had enough of his
wrists.
chains. I'm going to walk over and break his chains.
Okay. Roll strength for me.
Fuck your chains.
Oh my, Talmar.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there checking the chains out and going,
I'll cast guidance on Talmar to give him a d4 right before he breaks the thing.
Roll a d4 then.
Arendir immediately starts looking for the door that everyone is going to come rushing in through.
I know, right?
You get the feeling these are not magically or otherwise mundanely trapped.
Okay.
They just seem to be iron chains. It seems as if they were not expecting someone to come out here and try to free him.
Well, yeah, I mean, they are in the middle of nowhere.
You manage to wrap your hands around the sort of the chain, and you yank, and it is torn from the floor, but seems to be still connected to his wrist.
He's still manacled, but he's now free to go.
And he kind of lifts his arms up and he starts trying to pick the chains up as best he can to like wrap them around so it doesn't get in the way. And he goes, "Don't touch the crystals. They're volatile. They're not safe. They're not like the others. They're not meant to. They're supposed to. If you touch them, if you're not careful, they try to pull at you.
What happens if we break them? Do you know?
They explode. Pure magic. Soul is used as fuel.
For the souls.
It is a pure magical explosion. It's meant to destroy.
And it destroys the soul as well, I'm sure.
Yes.
Do you know if there's any way to release the soul from within one of those crystals?
He shakes. I don't even know how they make these. I just put them into the boxes.
Where are you shipping them to? Do you know?
Me?
Where are you shipping them to? Do you know?
I didn't ask questions. I was afraid to ask.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
They said something about monoliths.
I hate
They're
that.
going to the monoliths. They're going to destroy.
Yes.
Get the boy out of here. We have a decision to make.
I'm gonna lift him onto my shoulder, and I'm gonna carry him up to the roof. So take him down the bucket, and so he can get out.
He as soon as you start heading towards door, there's a front door. It's not locked. It's not locked.
Yes. I don't trust that there's nobody else in here, so I'm gonna take out the roof and drop down.
Okay. All right. So this is gonna be an interesting thing. I need you to roll 2 athletics checks for me.
All right, athletics.
Boost the kid.
Dear God.
Bork, bork.
Oh man.
You want the second one?
Break his neck
Oh
on the ladder.
shit!
You forgot to save in front of Azzy.
Wait. You don't want to roll the second one still.
Did you quick save?
You can't save scum this. No.
Do you want me to roll the
You hit
second?
F4.
No.
Did you
don't-
hit F4?
No, you failed the first one. There's no second one.
Yes, I'm gonna break my
Oh,
leg now.
God.
You left Azzy is up on the roof keeping watch. She did not want to come down here. And as you go to head up the ladder, you came and get for the first rung. The boy is just squirming, and you manage to fall backwards. You thankfully keep yourself upright, but he's like, "Please, I can walk up the fucking stairs myself. Please, I don't. Let me down. Let me, please, let me down, please."
Poor kid's freaked out.
He's like half hysterically sobbing.
All right. Damn. All right. Are you sure there's nobody else here?
Just, oh, he points to the things. We're not alone here. This place, you're never alone here.
Okay.
But if you're asking living bodies, there's only me here. I've been alone for 3 days. They barely remember to come in and feed me.
Hold on, here's 50 pounds of bread and water.
I can totally do that actually, and he actually will need like food.
Yeah, I had all those rations that I handed out, so hand him some of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
go ahead and give him some of the rations out of my pack.
Okay, you give him. You guys are flush with rations, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Just gonna poke more eyes or take him.
Do you want any platinum, bud?
No, just
Just give him one platinum piece.
no, just let him get him to Furiel.
I'm just kidding, yeah.
Yeah.
know.
He
Alright.
kind of takes the rations and you watch as he inelegantly scrambles up the ladder to the roof where he goes, oh, and then you hear Azzy, shh, it's okay, come here. And she peeks down. She's like, "You all do what you're doing down there. I will see that the boy gets on." Hi, Bucky. And you hear in your voice, you hear in your head, tell her, "Oh yeah, fuck."
Where did you go, Bucky?
You want to be wild and free.
Like seriously, how far away did you go?
I thought you might call me, so I may have stayed at range.
Okay. Were you just like running around in circles or something?
I don't judge what you do in your spare time.
I wasn't judging you, I was just asking.
I'll take the kid to Fioriel.
Thank you, Bucky. Do
I
you
want a sugar cube. Later. Big one.
ask the... Oh, you can't ask the
Sugar brick.
You have sugar cubes in your pack. Just have the boy give you some.
I can't talk to anybody else but you!
You're smart, horse. Figure it out.
Tap twice to get all the fucking sugar cubes.
No, just
that'll
like
work,
take your
Dad.
nose and start like doing this until it gives you an apple out of the bag or something.
Alright, at this point, alright. Your girlfriend is putting a fucking boy on my back. I'll be back later.
But that's an awkward text.
And he's like, and he goes, alright, I'm off. And there's a couple moments of silence, and you hear a voice coming down from the roof. Alright, they're off. I'll keep an eye out here to make sure no one catches you all unaware.
Do you have a way to let us know you have an earring?
Throw something down the hole. Wait, I'm not here. I'm not there.
She casts message, and you hear it in your head. I am rather crafty. I think I can handle this.
Ooh, can you always do this?
Collective magic user side.
You hear another one in your head as she sort of sits there. Yes, I can. I could do lots of other things.
Does it have a range? Why should
Focus, Telma!
Corin really has to pee.
Agreed.
Bio break.
Yep,
Bio break.
Alright, vibrate.
Oh, yeah, thank God.
Now.
We're back. So, yeah. The Sorrel's apprentice you have sent safely off to Fioriel.
Oh.
As he is keeping watch from the top.
I'll just sort of tug on the earring. Telma, I need you back here. I need everyone. I know you're all right here. You can hear me, but we need to talk.
Should I bring Alice? Alice.
Have Alice keep watch.
Okay. I kind of shrug apologetically and motion back in, and then start heading back in.
I go from being in this position to turning to right here and going, okay, Professor, let's talk.
That was mostly for Talmor, but it reacts to everything.
That's fair.
10-4.
The minute Talmor gets into the room, once he's there, Talmor, are you here?
I am here.
Good. Corin, Rael, Talmor, you're the ones that might have an objection to what I'm about to say. We have to destroy everything in this room. They are triggered. They are created to be volatile, to be explosions. I don't know what we can save from these souls. But this room has to be destroyed now, and we have to deal with what's happening in the center now. We cannot let any of these get to where they're supposed to be going. They will destroy the monoliths, and they will break Vianoth. I don't know if we can save these people in these crystals. They are literally designed to be explosives.
I don't know that I'm willing to destroy a soul to do that.
No.
As long as there's any hope that they could be pulled out of what they're in, I absolutely will not let these be destroyed.
Is there hope, Talmor? Do we know that these people can
They're
be
alive
saved?
in there still. Or their souls are still conscious in there still.
As long
Trust
as we
me.
are alive, there is always hope. All the people we know. You're telling me somebody won't be able to figure out how to loose them from here.
I don't
safely.
think that's necessarily the problem. I think the problem is time
Yes.
and where we are and what we have to deal with right now. I don't know. I don't like it.
I say, at the very least, we must deal with what's in the center first. And if taking care of what we take care of there, we find no way to destroy these or to free the souls inside them, only then can we start thinking about it. As of now, we don't know enough. They won't be shipped in a day. There's no one here to ship them right now. As long as we do not leave this place with them still in this state, they will not make it to Vianoth.
Professor,
Rhea.
I have an idea. Do you still have that chest?
Well,
How big is that? How
it's
much
not
can you
big enough
fit in?
for all of this.
Damn.
I mean, this is a storeroom filled with them.
Yes, but can't we at least save some?
Well, I could call the chest. But we could
mean,
put
it's an
some in
option.
there.
I agree with you in that
It is a... What level spell is it?
if... I would rather see the crystals destroyed than used for evil.
It is 6...
And from what Tamar is saying,
12
it
cubic
sounds like
feet. I have 12 cubic feet of
Oh,
chest
that's not
space.
much.
That's pretty good, though. It's more than I was expecting. 12 cubic feet.
It's like a room, maybe?
It's 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot.
Very small. Like a New York studio
closet.
apartment.
That's a closet.
I got Mike on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be $4,000 a month.
Yep.
I just worry because I don't know what we can do with all of these. And I don't want them to fall into the wrong hands. And we also don't know what's going on in that center. If we die in the center, the world is destroyed.
Yes.
Professor,
Tamar.
if we can defeat or disrupt what's in the center, the shipping apparatus, however they're getting them there, should be destroyed.
Not for certain, because she has many more people that work for her.
We also must consider the possibility that most of these have already been shipped and they're all already in Vianoth.
But they've
These
only
might
been here
just be
for a
the
few.
leftovers.
They've only been here for a few days. The boys.
We don't know that.
The boy. What did the boy
He
say?
said he's been here for a few
He
days.
said a
3 days?
week.
A week?
They have. He said that the ritual itself began a week ago. He said that he didn't know how long they had been here prepping the site, and that he says that he has been here in this room filling these boxes for 3 days.
So the ritual, I assume, is what has been creating these.
Yes, is what you were getting from the boy.
They have 3 days of work that they've created. I mean, we could scavenge this place and see if there's actually how many crates are actually filled with these.
And let's not forget that this probably isn't the only storehouse. There's probably more of them. So even if we destroy all of them in this house, we then have to go to the next storehouse, and the next storehouse, and the next storehouse, and the next storehouse.
I doubt that they have that many storehouses if they've only been doing this for 3 days.
We don't know how many they have. That's the problem.
Can I go outside into the other racks and open up one of the brown boxes and see if there's crystals in them?
High or low? Up, low, Professor.
Please.
You open a box, it is empty.
I would like to open another box.
That one is full.
And the one next to it?
Empty.
Can we just do a full-on search of the room to see how many full boxes there are?
If you guys want to take about 10 minutes to quickly go through the boxes in the room, I'll let you do that.
I think it's worth it, yeah.
We need to figure out how many they have.
As you guys start to go through boxes, just opening the top to see what's in there, you get a feeling that about half of them are full.
How many boxes are there in total? Like 50?
There is maybe about 50 boxes.
So like 25 boxes that have 10 crystals in them each?
Each have about 5 crystals in there.
5.
Oh,
How big are the boxes?
They are about 3 feet-ish. They put a lot of padding in between the crystals.
Don't want it to boom accidentally.
So there's 250 souls in these crates.
Well, if that missive we found is any indication to complete the ritual in a fortnight, they have math days left.
They have 11 days left. If they've been doing this for 3 and they need to do it in a fortnight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. I was going to try to do that.
I also would like to bring up practically that destroying these crystals may just cause them to explode, and we don't know how large that explosion would be.
And it's also going to give away our position.
And might kill us all, actually.
Well, do you not think that I don't have plans for everything before I speak?
If there's one way to guarantee we disrupt whatever they're doing in the center and draw them out of it, it's blow this up.
I'm not willing to sacrifice 250 innocent people to draw somebody out.
No, neither am I.
Oh, yes, that was just a thought I had. I think Tamar is a good point, Professor, that if we go to the center and whatever happens, if at the end of that we still don't know, then we come back and destroy it.
I mean, this is the equivalent of we go in, we slaughter a village to get someone's attention.
And I would never do that.
I can't.
I couldn't. I would fight you all to stop that from happening.
I'm sorry,
to say that.
Yes,
I mean,
there may become a time when you will learn that sometimes the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
I do not want to become a monster to destroy a monster.
No.
I'd rather be defeated.
The greater
become
good.
My own enemy.
No.
That is where we differ. I will do anything to stop the destruction of the world. But I understand that my pragmaticness.
How are you?
Does not mesh well.
How are you going to do it, Professor? How are you going to trigger it from far away? Is it something that you can hold while we're still confronting whatever's in the center?
You would all leave at a safe distance, leaving the carpet in front of one of my arcane gates, which would be 500 feet from here. What I would have then done is placed everything in a pile, taken a crystal, thrown it, and stepped through my arcane gate, closing it, and hopping on the carpet and flying away.
I see. I was hoping for more of a faraway trigger kind of thing, but
well, there is a possibility of faraway triggering as well. It would just take some time for that.
Which we notoriously don't have much of.
Do we ever?
Let me, Professor. I can't believe I'm contributing to this. You do have those exploding runes, don't you?
Yes, but they require someone to read them to activate.
Oh. Not like a timing thing.
No, unfortunately, they are not timed. But as I said, there are a few ways that it could be done. However,
The C3?
If everything goes tits up when we get to the center, I'm sure that at the very least one of us can make it back here and destroy this place before they can use it. But I have to say I'm with Talmar and Rael. I don't have enough information.
Well, if we get to the center and it starts going bad, I expect one of you to come here and stop this.
You have my word.
We won't let the monoliths be destroyed.
Even if it costs 250 souls, Talmar.
Even if it costs my own life. If there's no other way to stop it, then oblivion is better than a life of slavery.
Then let us do your plan first. I just wanted to let you know that this was a possibility. Now that I know that there aren't as many, I'm willing to give a shot at the center. But this can never not be an option on the table. If these were to fall in the hands of anyone else.
I understand that.
I will do everything in my power to destroy them, whether it means the breaking of this fellowship or not. I enjoy trying to make people not break out of character. In character.
I don't think that one made sense, Professor, but point taken.
That was actually supposed to be in Dustin voice, but it came out in Professor voice.
When you get stuck in the character voice.
Yes.
No, what's that sound like?
However, we have one other thing that we should probably just come out and say. Are we prepared to deal with whatever's in the center after what just happened to us?
Let me take a look at my spell slots.
Your what, Corin?
Just imagine
It's an enormous term.
like a ledger, like a giant ledger.
You just look on your arm and you have little circles that you've either filled in.
Well, it's like one of those quarterbacks with the playbooks on their wrist.
Yes.
Like, all right,
The
so
little thing that pulls down.
Oh, shit, I have a Waffle House menu for that.
I'm actually pretty good on spells.
Yeah, so am I.
Corin's turning to Paylor, trying to tell him that the headphones aren't working and the headlet.
Yeah.
Shit, I
Taylor,
didn't
call
know
time
tomorrow
out.
was
Call time
Belichick.
out. Put 1 second back on the clock.
Holy earmuffs.
So what you're saying is Demoriel is Belichick.
No, what I'm saying is Demorial is Saban asking for 1 second back on the clock, and it's the Iron Ball.
Oh.
Oh man, we're in victory then.
None of those words made any sense to me.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm good if you guys are good on spell slots and health and stuff.
I
I'm
don't
full on
know.
health and
The short rest we took has me ready as I will be.
Well, we can't let them
There are-
come back here and find the boy missing.
no. We also have to be prepared that Tenebris might be here.
I hope not.
I hope he is. I cannot wait till
I don't know if that's how that works, but someone that evil with that much power may want to be present to watch his acolyte do this, or gut help him or something.
Yeah. Didn't we get word or read somewhere last time that Tenebris was actually going to be here?
I don't remember.
You got the
We
feeling
have
from...
mirror.
Yeah, you have the mirror. You did get a feeling that he said he was going to be overseeing the Hollow.
Oh.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's there, though. He might be in Vianoth just overseeing the delivery of soul grenades to the monoliths.
Oh.
I was proud of that one.
That's pretty good.
S4. Nice.
I'm gonna call them.
Aw.
I'm gonna call them soul grenades from now on.
So what are you guys
S4. I like
doing?
I don't
I'm
think we
gonna
can afford
stand
to.
back up. All right. I don't feel great, but because it's gonna be for a while.
I guess no one ever said being a Dawn's Grace was easy, right?
No. And hey, I make it out of here. I'm gonna have a wicked scar and a story.
Wish I had known that before I accepted that job from Fiorio. Jeez.
Yeah.
So, you hear Connor, who's been uncharacteristically quiet the entire time, going, "We're gonna fucking do this or not?"
Yeah.
We'll follow you, Your Highness.
I'm gonna kick your ass one of these days.
Let's
Connor.
erase the stain of Talmudian history.
Gonna absolutely kick your ass.
Probably. To the center we go.
Was the giant library thing that we were in when we came here for the first time, was that the center? I don't remember.
Yes, it was.
Because I'm assuming, because like we were at the spot basically where the evil nuke.
Yeah,
was
that's
set
what
off.
I thought.
And this fucking dark ass ritual has to be taking place where it all happened.
Right.
Of course it is.
Okay, so you guys sort of managed to take stock one last time and slowly head out. Are you going through the front door, or are you going through the roof?
Well, we need to pick up Azzy, so I'm gonna go through.
Okay.
I guess we'll just go in the way we came out. Or out the way we came in. Whatever.
You guys head up to the top. For a minute, you don't see anybody up there. And then you watch as invisibility drops. You guys, alright, what did you all decide? What's going on now?
So I kind of lay out what's happening. I'm actually going to include to Azzy what the crystal told me when I set it down.
She sort of winces and she just nods. It's like, well, maybe if we stop what's in the center, we might find some way of figuring things out. Maybe, just maybe, there might be a way.
I hope so.
Let's do it. So I am assuming you guys all, using the Normandy, get down. Telmar, you are now Stan's horse.
Guess I'm walking. Because I ain't gonna fit on the Normandy. Because I weigh too much.
I
have a scroll of fly, actually.
I don't have fly prepared, so I can't actually cast it on myself like I thought I could.
As he waggles the broom, I can have someone ride with me.
Professor has a lot less than I do, Azzy.
I have a potion of fly if someone needs to use it.
I can also cast fly once a day.
Can I fit on the broom with Azzy?
Yeah, you can. She has to compensate a little bit at first because oh shit.
Yeah, this adamantine isn't light.
Ryan, if you do not mind.
Did you want to fly, Professor?
Please.
Well, I have a... Oh, okay, go ahead.
Let's not waste our expendable
We're not
resources.
more than an hour from the center of where we're going, are we?
No, it's definitely less than. You get that maybe it'll be a nice 15-minute jaunt down the road.
John?
No problem.
Let's save
Come here,
the
Professor.
expendable resources for the rechargeable ones.
Yeah, no, I can do this one once a day, so hold on.
Bardic Inspiration.
I just sort of have my arms behind my back as she casts it, and I just sort of like standing straight
Step
and tall.
awkward.
I just sort of slowly start floating up, my hands behind my back, everything, and I just sort of I lean at a slightly like an angle, still arms behind my back, straight standing position, sort of but leaning.
Yep.
And just sort of like, all right, let's go. As my ponytail is like flying behind me.
You're on a flying invisible Segway.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It looks like I'm on an invisible Segway, but I'm not using my hands.
Oh god, it's like those Amish girls I saw with the with the using roller skates, but their skirts were so long I couldn't see the roller skates, so there was just scary girls just like floating down the hallway. God,
That's
That's just
delightfully
what
creepy.
Pennsylvania's like, man.
fucking A, man. I'll
That's
never
amazing.
forget that.
I kind of love that.
And
So-
like, what are you looking at, English?
Oh man, I missed the Amish market. Anyway, so you guys, at this point, Connor's like, he's just gonna. At this point, he just gets on the Normandy. The Normandy kind of like, all right.
I
Okay.
had a little space next to me. You can sit right here.
He just
I
kind of
just imagine him
looks at
fighting
you,
with the
Corin.
wall.
And you guys slowly, are you guys stealthing or are you guys just going?
I think we
I don't
should
know,
try.
Abby. Time for you to show me how well you can fly this.
Who wants to fly the carpet?
I can try.
I think I've only got one more pass without a trace in me. I can use it.
Well-
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to fly it, in case one of you has to jump the fuck off.
Sure.
All right.
See, I'm
pass without a
unlikely
trace.
to try to jump off this thing to jump into battle. So.
I can show you.
Oh god, I just realized.
I'm
On the game on
oh,
Sunday, I was controlling a flying
Scary,
ship.
covered in darkness.
Now I'm doing a flying carpet. Jesus, just flying all over
Tell
the
me,
place.
Connor, now when did you just let your heart decide?
All right, we're done.
Thank you, DM.
Stealth.
All right, so you guys slowly start to trace a rather familiar path to the heart of the hollow. I need you guys to roll perception for me.
Yay,
I
I'm
don't
good at
have
this.
advantage on stealth for anything, do I?
You have plus 10.
I mean, you're floating, so why not?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we're being quiet. That's better. First roll was a 3.
Are we supposed to roll perception? Shit.
Yes.
Yes.
19. Yes.
Okay. So
Okay. This dice fired.
as you guys slowly start to make your way to the hollow, the heart of the hollow, you, Professor Rael, Corin, and Alice all start to hear what sounds to be the sort of low moan. And you see, as you go closer and closer towards the center of the hollow, you start to see what seem to be a light shining from the very dead center of town. You swear you hear talking as you start to head to where the old library is, where the epicenter of everything that went wrong here, the heart of the hollow. And I lost Mike.
Hang on,
I see.
Mike, come back to us.
Come back, Mike.
Mike.
Baby,
Yeah.
come back.
I hate her.
Yeah, I don't like Verizon either.
Am I hearing a music change?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, Mike's back. Yay! You all head to the heart of the hollow, the beginning of everything that went wrong here. And you see, as you all sort of keep stealthing in the shadow, from in between the buildings, you see a massive network of sigils and runes and circles of magic. And that is where we're leaving off for the night.
I wondered because it was almost midnight.
Yeah, and I know people has to go to bed because they work early in the mornings.
Yes.
Oh boy. Good night.
Okay,
Cassandra.
so next time, Discord, stop being an asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I love you guys very much.